Today I'll be giving 27 tips and tricks to help you become a better player immediately on NBA 2K26. And you can trust me because I have a 90 win percent and I am currently shooting 80% from the field. So if you guys do find this video helpful, just leave a like and subscribe. The first tip I have for you guys is to turn your shot meter off. This information is not in the game, but Mike Wang did say if you have your shot meter off, you get a big boost to green your shot. The next tip is pay attention to your max potential attributes in the builder when creating your build. On NBA 2K26, once you unlock a cap breaker, you cannot go past your max potential attribute. For example, this build has an 85 speed with ball. I cannot use a cap breaker to get it to 86. So be mindful when you're in the builder, change your wingspan, change your weight based on the max potential attributes that you want to get. The next tip I have for you guys is to go to the Gatorade facility and do 4 workouts. When you do all 4 workouts, you're going to unlock an additional turbo meter, which is actually going to give you more stamina. So this is very beneficial to all players. For me, I like to do the pull-ups, the squats, the punching bag, and the agility ladder. I find that those are the easiest to do. Next up, you're going to want to go to the Art of Shooting gym. And once you walk in, you're going to want to walk up to Lethal Shooter. And then right here, you need to pick 3 zones, 3 weeks. I know it says hard difficulty, but I promise it's not hard at all. And now just select 3 hot zones that you normally shoot from a lot that you want to turn into a lethal hot zone. And once you complete it, you're going to get all 3 lethal zones and your green window is going to open up even more. The next tip is go to your controller settings and disable passive dribble hand switches. If you have it enabled, if you run over to the right and let go, the ball will randomly switch to your left hand. Vice versa, if you run to the left and let go, it's randomly going to switch the ball to your right hand, and you don't want that. However, when it's disabled, when you run to the right and let go, the ball stays in your right hand. Vice versa, if you run to the left and let go, the ball stays in your left hand. For all my slashers out there or anybody with a high driving dunk in 2K26, change the size of your dunk meter to large. You will see the green window a lot better. The next tip I have for you guys is to give rhythm shooting a chance. I feel like majority of players only use the button, and you should give rhythm shooting a chance. You don't even have to time the jump shot right. You only have to time the tempo correct. And I'm telling you, once you get this down, you're going to be unstoppable. The next tip I have for you guys is to check the animation, badge, and takeover requirements for your build. All you have to do is click down on the left stick in the builder and you can take a look at the dunks, the scoring moves, and all the requirements to get the certain animations that you need. For example, if you want Hall of Fame handles for days, you must have a 94 ball handle. So just keep that in mind when you're making your build. And the same goes for Takeover. Take a look at all of the available takeovers that you can get. And if you guys want certain ones, make sure you guys meet the criteria for the attributes. The next tip is to be mindful for which max plus 1s, max plus 2s that you're going to be using on your build. For example, I have a 75 speed with ball on this build and I get silver lightning launch. However, I'm going to use my max plus 2 on lightning launch to get it on Hall of Fame. And also make sure the max plus 1s and max plus 2s are on badges that you are going to be using a lot. The next tip I have for you guys is to play on a monitor and use a wired connection. If you're going to be playing online, you need to be using a monitor because a big screen TV is going to cause a lot of latency, and the same goes for the Wi-Fi. You should not be using Wi-Fi on your PlayStation. Make sure you are wired to your router. It's going to cause a lot less latency. The next tip I have for you guys is to use safe dunk animations. It doesn't matter if you have a low driving dunk or a high driving dunk. You're going to want to use dunk animations like quick drop, athletic, just ones that are not going to get you blocked. For example, you're going to want to stay away from dunk animations like this that brings the ball back behind his head because that could easily get blocked. The next tip I have for you guys is probably one of my favorite ones in this video. In the My Court, go over to your My Court kiosk, click A, and then click X to go online. What this does is give you real online latency. So when you're practicing your dribble moves, when you're practicing your jump shot, you're actually going to get a feel for what the real online latency feels like when practicing those moves. The next tip I have for you guys is to buy jump shot boost. I feel like the only boost worth buying is jump shots. I don't feel like you need dunking or steals, rebounding, or playmaking. Definitely consider buying jump shot boost. I feel like this is going to help you out a lot. The next tip I have for you guys is to use the no dip shooting feature in NBA 2K26. What this is going to do is help you get the shot off fast when you're in a catch and shoot situation. All you guys are going to want to do is hold L2 before you catch the ball and then shoot it, and it's going to be really quick. Next tip I have for you guys is to get blitz steals. As you guys know, if you guys want to win games, you got to play defense on 2K26. In case you guys don't know, the pluck, steal, can animations are not in 2K26. And the best way to get a steal in 2K26 is by playing their hip and getting a blitz steal. And even this isn't too consistent right now. They may drop a patch pretty soon, but this is the only way to get consistent steals. So you need to anticipate the offensive player's next move. If you think they're going to drive to the right, you need to play their right hip and click square. And again, like I said, it's not too consistent right now. They may drop a patch, but this is the best way to get a steal. The next tip is for all my point guards out there, man. Make sure you guys at least have an 85 ball handle or higher to unlock the tier 3 momentum crossover. And this is what it looks like right there. It's a nice little quick setup move. I'll show you guys one more time. And this is what it looks like right here. It's a nice little move to help you get open for a 3 or a dunk. The next tip I have for you guys is to use the dunk meter in NBA 2K26. It's a little bit different from last year and the previous years. To activate the skill dunk meter, all you guys are going to want to do is drive to the rim and hold the right stick down, and then when the green meter fills all the way up, just let go. The next tip I have for you guys is to buy Gatorade Boost in 2K26. This is going to give you an extra stamina bar, and it's going to make all my point guards dribble a lot longer and not lose stamina. Now, more specifically, you should use the blue Gatorade. This one is going to help you increase energy by 20%. Quick stopping is very important in 2K26 if you guys want to get your shot off in time. Quick stops are very important in NBA 2K26 if you guys want to get your shot off in time before the defender does close out. You need to equip the Devin Booker step back animation and run laterally and flick down on the right stick, then immediately either rhythm shoot or use the button. It's a very quick animation. It's going to help you get your shot off in time before the defender does close out. The next tip I have for you guys is to stop changing your jump shot after one bad game. You probably just played 5 or 6 games and shot 60 to 70%. Then you've had one bad game where you went 1 for 4 or 1 for 5. And in your head, you think you need to change your jump shot, but you don't need to. I can't stress this enough. Icon passing is so crucial in any 3v3 or 5v5 setting. You do not want to pass the ball to a teammate without icon passing because it may go to the wrong teammate. If you don't know how to icon pass, all you have to do is hold R1 and then the icons will pop up. You click it and it's going to pass it to that specific teammate. The next tip I have for you guys is to use a takeover based on how you play and the attributes that you want to use. For example, I have a 6'8" shooting guard build and I love to take 3-point shots. I like to take mid-range shots and I love to dunk. So for me, I like using skilled slasher takeover, and the takeover ability is poster machine. It's going to be very good. So for me, I went with skilled slasher. When my takeover meter is full, I'm going to have a 97 driving dunk, an 88 3-point shot, and a 99 mid-range. When you're creating your own custom jump shot, make sure you pick a visual cue that you are comfortable with. If you go maxed out release, you're going to want to let go of the button when the ball is coming out of your hand. If you're going to go with push, make sure you let go of the button when he is pushing the ball up. And for set point, you're going to want to let go of the button at the set point of the jump shot timing. And for jump, let go of the button when your player is literally jumping. I don't recommend going with this because it's unbelievably fast. If I were you guys, I would either use push, halfway between push, or maxed out release. Next up, in your controller settings, disable auto lob to moving receiver. If you have this feature enabled, you're going to throw high lollipop type passes. It's just not worth it, man. The defender's going to close out on your teammates. Make sure you guys disable this feature. And the last tip I have for you guys is to play against high rep players to help you improve and get better. If you're going to bum hunt and just play against bad players all year, you're not going to improve. So look out for those high rep players, pull up on them. Most of the time, they're going to be on a high game win streak. And remember, if you beat them on like a 20 game win streak, you get 20,000 VC. But these are all the tips I have for you guys to get better immediately at NBA 2K26. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.